we are hearing a mixed reaction to schools reopening next Monday. This pandemic has been rough on parents and educators, and while some are looking forward to getting their kids back into the actual classroom, others are fearful that schools will not be ready for their return.
It's very confusing. I feel like the same metrics that were used to shut us down a week ago have not improved. And not only have they not improved, but we've had things taken away. We now have no testing in school. We have no way of knowing whether or not there are cases in his class.
Mississauga resident Carolee Stewart-Thomas will continue to keep her 8-year-old son home. He was in-person learning up until December. While the date to officially switch him over to remote learning has passed, Stewart-Thomas says as she and her husband continue to work from home, they will also homeschool their son.
Restaurants are closed for indoor dining because it's not safe, yet somehow lunchrooms are safe. Or 30 children eating in a classroom is somehow magically safe.
The president of the Union Elementary Teachers Federation of Ontario, Karen Brown, says the organization hasn't heard directly from the province about the return to school.
For us, it was disheartening, it was disappointing, and I thought it was an utter disrespect to educators. We wanted to be part of a long-term solution, to have some conversations to say what is the long-term plan to return to in-person learning, because we all want that. It's the best for our students, but we need to ensure that it's safe.
Brown adds at this time she isn't sure whether schools are safe. The government says it's providing more masks and HEPA filters. However, Brown wonders what will actually be on hand come Monday at schools. Others are eagerly awaiting the start to in-person learning.
Personally, I will not rest until I physically drop my daughter off in person on school on the 17th to know that she's safe and will be sitting at her desk.
Toronto parent Bronwyn Alsop is also a part of the Ontario Families Coalition, a group that has been advocating for in-person learning throughout the pandemic.
If you need one-on-one, how are you going to do that on a screen? It's completely unacceptable. And for the mental health of our students who are suffering, who cannot even really understand what's happening to them right now with the constant confusion of one day they're going back, one day they're not. It's emotionally rocking them. I support all those extra measures going into place once my child is back in school, and to keep advocating to do whatever everyone feels for their comfort level.
Stewart-Thomas says her family is in a privileged position to allow their son to remain at home until cases go down.
Single moms can't decide, hey, I'm keeping my kid home, especially if they're essential workers or healthcare workers. But what I can probably do is make the classroom just a little bit smaller if I keep mine home.
The president of ETFO says she anticipates staff shortages when schools resume. And even though the province is allowing retired teachers to be re-employed for 95 days opposed to 50, she doesn't think many of them who are seniors will be putting their health at risk.